Hello everyone and welcome to another video on JavaScript programming. Kaushal this side from SimplyCode, and today we are going to discuss maps in JavaScript. So maps in JavaScript is not a classic concept. It was introduced in the year 2015 and maps are somewhat similar to objects in JavaScript. But there are some differences between objects and maps. We'll find out in this particular video. So before we begin, make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and press that bell icon to never miss an update from SimplyCode. So without any further delay, let's get started. Creating an object in JavaScript is what we have been doing for a long time now. We'll not go deep into that topic, but let's create an object here with some properties just to brush up some things. So the syntax was simple. What we have to do is we have to write here where, let's say my object name is my car. We'll write here new object and then we have the body of this object. Now we'll add some properties to this object. We'll write here my car dot manufacturer is equals to, let's say, Ford. Fine. And then we'll write here my car dot name is equals to, let's say, Raptor. Fine. And then we have my car dot color. So let's say the car color is black. Fine. So this is our object. Now we have created an object here named my car and we have three car properties: car, manufacturer, name and color. So we can access the whole object. Now to access the whole object, what we have to do is we have to write here console.log and we'll write here the object name. Fine. So this is our object. Save it and go to console. So here you can see we have an object over here. Now on clicking this object, you can see we have all the properties of our object. We have color as black, manufacturer as Ford and name as Raptor. Quite an easy and helpful task, right? We can also access particular properties. For example, let's say we want to know the car's color and nothing else. So we have to do a simple task for that. We have to write here my car dot color. Fine. Save it and you can see we have the value as black on our console. And apart from this, we can also add properties to an existing object from the outside. We have already done it. Now what we'll do here is we'll write here my car dot, let's say, make. So this is the manufacturing year, let's say. So let's say 2012 is the manufacturing year of my car, and we'll remove this color property from here and we'll print the whole object on our console. Save it and you can see we have an object with color, make, manufacturer and name. We have all the properties. In fact, the make property is also added to the object's properties. Now the question here is, why are we discussing objects before maps? There's a specific reason for this, guys, because maps in JavaScript are similar to objects and one can use objects in place of maps or maps in place of objects, we can say. But still there are some differences between objects and maps. Although both of them use key value pairs and give us the required output, but there are still some minor differences between them. So let's understand the difference between them with a simple example. What we'll do is we'll create an empty object. So here's our object. What we'll do is we'll remove all the properties of this object. So this is an empty object. Now what we'll do is we'll create an empty map as well. Right. So the syntax for maps is quite similar to that of objects. We'll write here where my car is equals to new map and then we have the body of this map. Fine. And we'll write here console.log my car. Fine. Now we have two different objects here. One is a simple object and the other one is a map object. There's a slight change in the object name you can see over here. The map object here is with 2R. So let's check the output on the console. Now save it. You can see here the difference between a regular object and a map object. click on this empty object, you can see the prototype is object and the prototype for map object is a map. Fine. Now let's move on to VS Code again and we'll go through maps now. So this is a minor difference between maps and objects. So let's discuss maps now. What we'll do is we'll add key value pairs to our map now. So like objects, we have several methods for maps as well. Values can be added to a map with the help of set method. Now the syntax is simple. We'll see it. So what we'll do is we'll write here myCar.set. So set here is a method, and inside this bracket we will provide a key and a value. Now let's say we are writing here 1, BMW. We'll add another property. We'll write here myCar.set. We'll write here 2, and let's say we'll write here Audi. Fine. And then we'll write here myCar again dot set 3, Mercedes. Fine. Now the set method has keys and values for each map property. Unlike objects where we can assign only string and specific symbol as property name, we can use anything here in maps for doing the same task. A key can be a number, a key can be an object, function, or in fact anything. It can be a string as well. So that's the benefit of using maps in JavaScript. This is also a difference between objects and maps. Now that we have added values to our maps, so let's check the output now. Save it. And you can see here we have 3 entries on our map, keys and values for each entry separated by an arrow. You can see 1 is the key, BMW is the value, 2 is the key, Audi is the value, separated by arrows. Fine. We can access any of these entries with the help of the get method. Just like the set method, we have another method in maps. We'll write here myCar.get and we'll pass the key here. So let's say we are passing here 3. 3 is the key for Mercedes. Save it, and here you can see we have the value as Mercedes over here on our console. This get method will give us the value present at key 3. We can get any value here just by passing the key number to this get method. We can also determine the size of this map. Now to determine the size of this map, we have another method here. So what we have to do is we have to write here myCar.size. So this will determine the size of our map. Save it, and here you can see the size is 3. Fine. So as I mentioned previously that a key can be a number, a string, a function, or in fact an object. So let's try to use them as keys and see if it works or not. So this is our map. What we'll do is we'll remove these 3 properties from here and we'll print this map only. Fine. Now inside here we'll write myCar.set. So let's say the key is string for value 1. So we'll write here myCar name is, and then we'll pass the value here. We'll write here BMW. Fine. So we have a string as key now. Next up, we'll write here myCar.set. We'll pass an object as a key, and the value is, let's say, Honda. Fine. Lastly, we'll pass a function as a key. We'll write here myCar.set and we'll pass a function over here. And the value is, let's say, Mercedes. Fine. Of course, we can define these functions or objects somewhere in the program. But for now, we'll keep it simple so that you guys can have an idea of what we are trying to do here. So save it. And you can see here there's no error or any sort of problem in the console. It's working fine. We can access any particular value by passing the key to the get method. You can see here we have my car name is BMW present at 0, and then we have an object at 1 and a function at 2. So we can pass any function or object as a key as well. Now we simply cannot pass this curly braces to the get function to get the value, or even the function we cannot pass, so it will return undefined. to get a particular output, what we have to do is we have to use variables first. We have to define these functions and objects using variables, and then we can use those variables. So that's a different task. So what we'll do here is we'll write here myCar.get and we'll pass object here. Save it, and here you can see the output is undefined. Now this isn't what we were looking for, right? So the solution is simple. What we have to do is we have to write here let obj is equals to an object and let func is equals to a function. Fine. Now we can use these variables. So instead of writing here curly braces, what we'll do is we'll write here obj, and instead of using the whole function here, we'll write here func. Fine. Now the next thing we'll do here is we'll write here the variable name. So we'll write here func, save it, and here you can see we have the value as Mercedes present for function here, right? We can also do the same for object as well. If we write here obj and save it, you can see we have the output as Honda. What we did here was an easy task. We just used separate values for the object and function and then used the variables as keys. Now the next thing is maps can be used with arrays as well. All we have to do is to define an array with key value pairs and pass the array to map as a parameter, and the rest is the same. So let's do it as well. What we'll do is we'll remove this. We'll remove this as well. Fine. We'll write here where myArr is equals to, we'll write an array over here. We'll write here 1 comma BMW. Then we'll write here 2 comma Audi, and finally we have 3 comma Honda, let's say. So this is our array. This is our key value pairs. 1 is the key, BMW is the value, 2 is the key, Audi is the value. Now what we have to do is we have to pass this array to the map. Fine. We'll cut this from here and we'll paste it over here. Now this is our map where my car is our map. Now we have to pass this array here. We'll write here myArr. Fine. We can remove these curly braces. Now if we write here myCar.get, or let's say if we write here console.log myCar. Fine. Save it, and you can see we have a map with keys and values. We have the same map over here, but this time we have used arrays. And we can access any particular element as well. We'll write here .get and we'll pass the key here. Let's say we are passing 2. Save it, and here you can see we have the output as Audi. Good to go with it, right? Now we can also use the for of loop to traverse this array and get the keys and values. It's a simple task. I hope you guys are getting all this. So for the for of loop, what we have to do is we have to write here for let, and we'll write here key comma value of my car, and then we have the body of this for of loop. We'll write here console.log and we'll print the keys and the values. Fine. So we'll write here key, then space, and then we'll write here value. Save it, and here you can see we have keys and values here. We have 1 BMW, 2 Audi, and 3 Honda. Fine. We can also print keys and values separately as well. What we have to do is we have to make some changes here. We have to write here only key, and instead of my car we have to write here myCar.keys. So this is a method, so we have to put brackets over here and we have to remove this from here. Save it, and here you can see we have all the keys 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, we can access all the values as well by writing values in place of keys. So we have another method here as mycar.values. We have to use that for values. Now the last thing before we wrap up this video is we can also clone maps in JavaScript. Now cloning refers to creating a copy of something, right? So let's say we want to clone this particular map. We have an array over here. We'll remove this statement. And then we have used the for loop. So let's remove the for of loop as well. Now we have an array over here. Array contains 3 key value pairs, BMW, Audi and Honda. Now we want to clone this map. So this is our map, my car is our map, and we want to clone this, right? So let's say we have another map over here. We'll name it as where your car, and then we'll write here is equals to new map, and we'll pass my car as an argument here. Fine. Now we have a clone of our map here, and we'll write here console.log. Instead of my car, we'll write here your car. Fine. Save it, and you can see we have a new map over here with the exact same key value pairs, right? We have 1 BMW, 2 Audi and 3 Honda. But the fun part is these two maps are not equal. It means that if we write here console.log, and if we compare these two maps, if we write here my car is equals to your car, save it, and you can see the output says false. They are not equal. Now there are several methods present within maps in JavaScript. We can't discuss them all, but we have discussed almost every important method in this video. I want you guys to go through other methods present within maps in JavaScript and let us know in the comments what you did with these methods. So that's all for this video, guys. See you in the next one where we will go through sets in JavaScript. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you have any doubts, then do let us know in the comments below. Share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe Simply Code. Thank you.